A man could generate a photo of any woman in just 1 second simply by focusing his thoughts on her. With this unknown superpower, the man quickly made his first fortune by selling these photos. However, just when the man thought he was about to get rich, Now suddenly showed up at his door with the photos. Seeing this, the man immediately activated his ability and took a photo of Now. But unexpectedly, Now was not threatened by the man at all, and instead began admiring the photo with great interest. Seeing that his threat had no effect on Now, the man excitedly grabbed his bow and arrow. Without hesitation, he shot the arrow straight at Now. Fortunately, Takajo, who was nearby, remained vigilant at all times. He activated his ability the moment the arrow was fired and successfully prevented a tragedy from happening. The man, who realized what he had done, finally regained his composure. Seeing this, Now had no choice but to explain that their superpowers would gradually disappear as they aged. And if outsiders ever found out about it, the man would definitely be subjected to research and dissection by those so-called scientists. Hearing these words, the man was immediately filled with fear. He hastily swore never to use his ability again. What Now said was not meant to intimidate the man, because this is exactly what happened to her brother. Now once had a happy family with a brother who formed a band and a mother who took care of them at home. But one day their kind mother suddenly knelt before the siblings. She was going to send them both to a full boarding school. However, after enrollment, Now not only had to undergo inexplicable physical examinations every day, but whenever she tried to visit her brother, everyone around her would stop her. It was only years later that Now finally learned the truth. Her brother had used his superpower during a concert to change the sound of his guitar. So during that time, he was being used as a laboratory subject by scientists. When Now saw her brother again, he had already lost his sanity. He could not even recognize his own sister anymore. From then on, Now finally understood the reason for the daily physical examinations. It was simply because they suspected that both siblings, being family members, should have superpowers. After that, Now no longer trusted anyone and escaped from that fake school. Until she met the one person she could trust, who helped her get her brother back from the scientists. This person also arranged for her brother to receive free treatment at a hospital. But even so, the happy times that Now once had could never return.